The average person checks their Instagram account 150 times a day. That's because that's how they design apps. Companies pay a lot of money to understand what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. Unlimited new content is definitely a big challenge if the first thing you look at when you wake up in the morning is your phone. First of all, there are four main brain waves. Beta is the wave state we're in right now, when we're awake. Delta is the brain wave state when we're in deep sleep, and in between. These are theta and alpha waves. These two are extremely important brain waves needed to learn anything. Theta is the brain wave state when you fall asleep and come out. This is what we call creativity. The time we're most creative is usually in the theta state. Think of the time right before you go to sleep at night. You're in such a deep wave state that your brain is constantly generating new ideas. This comes from the theta state. Another thing that puts us in the theta state is taking a shower. Notice when you're in the shower you get your best ideas. Your mind wanders away and you're lost in thought. That's because you're in the theta brainwave state. A big part of my job is to make the invisible visible, just like I always do with mental imagery. I always tell people that the reason I do this is to show people that there's a method behind the magic. Once you learn this, you'll be able to unlock your hidden potential by using the wave states correctly. Above the theta and just below the beta is the alpha brainwave state. Beta is the state where we are most awake and aware. So the state we are in right now is alpha, and alpha is a learning state. When you are in this wave state, you can quickly learn something in a relaxed and aware state. This is the brain state we are in when we meditate. We leave critical thoughts out and absorb information. Also, for example, television puts us in the alpha state without us realizing it. You can never talk to them if they're watching a TV show or a Mac, right? It's as if they can't hear you. That's because of television programming. That's how we teach people different languages easily. We put them in the alpha state, the state of relaxed awareness, and we make them absorb information even if they're not aware of it. I think this should be taught in schools. In schools we teach math, history, science, English, but we don't teach how to learn. There are no lessons on critical thinking, how to make decisions, how to solve problems, how to concentrate, how to read faster, how to remember more after learning, etc. Socrates has a very prominent saying that there is no learning without remembering, and this is really the basis of everything. The reason is that every like, comment, share, message, in short, everything that has come to you at night directs your attention to something else. And since you are in a sensitive brainwave state, you are affected much more than normal. For example, I woke up in the morning and first thing you read of bad news on your phone. You are much more likely to have a bad day. That's why mindfulness is so important. Meditating in the morning is a good solution to this. I'm not saying meditate every day to be peaceful. Do it because it's a mental exercise. It increases your mental ability. Let's say your mind wanders somewhere else. Here's the opportunity to breathe and bring your mind back again. What do I mean by that? Most people wake up and say, I hope I have energy today. I hope I have motivation. I hope I'm creative. I hope I can do my homework. I hope I can concentrate. These are not things that a person will have. They are things that a person will do. So you don't actually have energy. You do things that give you energy. It's not that you don't have concentration. You have to do a few things to concentrate. It's not that I hope I have a good memory. It's that you can empower it to remember better. There's no such thing as creativity. There are things you have to do to be creative. If you want to improve your self-confidence in a day, learn brainwaves. I'm serious. You'll get an incredible boost of self-confidence instantly. Because the human brain is the most powerful computer in the universe. Knowledge has the potential to be power. But it only becomes power if you use it. We think that because people buy books and keep them in bookshelves, they should improve. But doing that just makes the room look like a library. IT doesn't help you. A lot of people try to cut the pot. They go to conferences, they pay a lot of money, but they don't do anything with that knowledge. One of the reasons for this is that they forget. There is a forgetting curve as well as a learning curve, and this curve says that 48 hours after you learn something, you forget 80% of it. For example, what you learn in this video, if you don't repeat it in your mind, you will forget 80% of it after 2 days. So memory is very important, and that's why you should never touch your phone first thing. Be the best version of yourself, have good mental performance, and make it a habit not to look at any screen before going to sleep. Everyone should know that phones, tablets, and computers emit blue light, and this prevents you from releasing melanin, the hormone that helps you relax and sleep. If you sleep looking at your phone, now you know why you are an aggressive person. Other than that, I write down 3 goals that I have specifically at night on a piece of paper so that I have a vision of waking up with that goal and my mind is focused on that goal. If I've done those things in a day, then today was a success for me. As for my phone, I don't touch my phone after I wake up until I've done at least one of the things on my list. That's a challenge that I set for myself, and it's not always perfect, but you improve over time. Trust yourself and test yourself. Don't touch it for the first hour after you wake up, and for that hour be a thermostat, not a thermometer, because what a thermometer does is it reacts to the temperature and adjusts itself to whatever the environment is. That's a bad way to live. Of course we react to the weather, to how people treat us, but we're always in control of the situation we're in, right? That's what a thermostat does. The thermostat chooses a temperature and adjusts the environment to that temperature, and you want to be a thermostat because you wish it. Because a person who's happy with everything wouldn't have watched this far, would he? Remember, if you don't repeat this information, after 48 hours you will forget 80% of it. Goodbye.